What's up YouTube? I'm just another guy and welcome back to the Pentagon challenge. So here we are, we're at a live com. As you can see, it's the 21st of August, which is not the end of season update, and neither is it an FA Champions League semi-final. It is in fact the Olympic final with Spain's under 23s. So we managed to get there. We'll of course run through how we got there, but before that I want to do a little bit of an update with Suwon. So league-wise, we are currently top of the table, 2 points clear of Chunnam. We have done very well, continuing a good run of form. And if I actually go into my squad as well, currently, you'll see that we currently, all of these players here, I will highlight all of them. All of them, maybe apart from one or two, were all out, injured or suspended. So, a matter of fact, I believe he was not, and apart from that, that was it. Otherwise, all of them guys were out playing either European Championships, which of course is finished now, or they went out and played for and represented their national team in the Olympics. So a lot of them have played for South Korea in the Olympics. Al-Sawaidi played for Saudi Arabia, who actually finished third in the tournament. So basically, our squad has been wafer thin because of that tournament. So basically, at one point, you'll realise that my team suddenly changes. If we look at the squads on the right, it's here, you see. Currently, bam, suddenly everything changes in that 5-2 victory. And then we just start playing a lot of weakened team. You know, we have to put a lot of our youth players in. And it was just a huge mess because of the Olympic tournament. And as a result, we just had a lot of people really who wouldn't play regularly, like him and him. You know, we have this guy only made in 5 appearances. So, you know, we had a lot of problems with sort of just filling the squad. And I really thank the Lord that we were given this massive break, because they actually give a break for, I'm guessing, a tournament or something like that. They decide to give you a huge time off. So if it was a little bit earlier, that break, I would have been really thankful, because I was missing so many key players. But even in that time, though, we managed to beat, you know, Seoul 2-1. I've been calling it Seoul. I know that's wrong now. But I've been beating Seoul 2-1, and you know, we were playing weaker teams. Our defense was very weak. In fact, in this match, I believe it was Brady, who is our new centre defence in mid, who we just brought in recently. He was actually forced to play centre back, because it was either I play Brady at centre back, who, if I go on these stats here, you know, who is overall not a bad centre-back role, even though he's not competent at playing there at all. Or I play this guy, Lee Ki-boo, because he's my only other centre-back at the side. I was like, nah, screw this, defensive midfielder's going on there, and then I'm going to have to play Ji-shin, and it was just like, all these rubbish players are having to play. And we still managed to grind out results. So I'm very proud of the team. I believe we've got the title in our hands now, you know, one hand on it. Once we've got this lead, I don't think we're going to throw it away. And plus, as I said, we've got all these players now coming back from injuries and suspensions and international duties. It's going to be a good time as we reinvigorate this team to make that second after season push. But anyway, to transfers, of course, I haven't actually pointed out a few transfers we made. So with the outs, we did in fact get rid of Ademi, as you probably saw there on the squad. 2.5 million to West Bromwich Albion, which is really good because he only had 6 months left in his contract. So to pick up 2.5 million is an incredible amount of money, and especially when he was a free transfer all them years ago, coming in from an actual second division German side. Really good bit of transfer market there. A really good bit of action. So great to see him. Great to see the fee we picked up for him. Shame to see him go. And the new guy we've brought in hasn't performed as of yet. As you see, 2.9 million was our new striker. But, you know, I'm going to give him time. I'm going to give Raul Julia a little bit more time before I completely judge him and say whether he was bad signing or not. Blodemi will be missed. He was a great player for us. Elsewhere, Fatty Papi, he left to Werder Bremen. 29 years of age. This guy is making his break in Europe for the second time. Great performer for us. And actually, I'm kind of regretting letting him go. We signed Brady, of course. 21 years of age. Good defensive midfielder. But very recently, as in I think yesterday, let's see if I can find it. Was it yesterday, or at least, you know, very recently? I'm guessing within this past week, he come out and said, I'm not fitting in, I'm homesick, and I was like, come on, just play through it, man. You'll get used to it, you know. And it was like, no. And so now I'm in a really difficult situation. He wants to sort of leave. He's not happy with having a manager who's so insensitive and blah, 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 blah. And it's just grow up. You're paid 13 grand a week to play football. Deal with it. You can leave maybe in the summer. Well, I don't care. But, you know, to have someone like Papi, who was so consistent, really good player, And the only reason I sold him was because he was, you know, advancing in age, and I saw Brady there who's like, oh, he's a little bit more potential. You know, he's still around the same level of quality. I'll bring this guy in. I'd rather have Pappy right now after complaining Brady's bringing. But you know, whatever, we'll have to do. And the last guy we signed was Raul Julia, who of course I said was to come in to replace Ademi. Not got as good as stats in certain positions like finishing, of course Ademi had a great finishing, but 21 years of age, has got the chance to develop, and that is what really attracted me. You know, with a lot of good players out there, but some were out of our price range, but Raul Julia was a youngster, someone who could develop, sort of similar, you know, as good pace, acceleration, still got decent, you know, stats everywhere else. So overall, I think he'll fit in at this level. I just think he needs to adapt, and it's quite a drastic change, you know. Moving to a place like Asia, Asia is such a different lifestyle to, you know, Europe. You know, it's such a drastic change. Even moving to England to like Spain is quite a drastic change. You know, so to move to another continent, the other side of the world, where the style of life is really different. I can understand why Brady is complaining and stuff, and I can understand if there were a few bad performances like this, like so far. He's not done particularly well. He's done well in the cups, but not in the league. He sort of struggled a little bit. But I can understand that. But it's just Brady needs to grow up, man. Come on. But those are the transfers. Overall, I'm happy with who we've brought in. You know, good players, good young players. They just need to, you know, calm down a little bit. They need to get a grip in Brady's case, and then they'll surely, you know, they'll develop and grow once, you know, they start getting used to the league and the country and things like that, and the language. But to Spain's under-23s, straight away I think you can notice that the squad is a little different, especially when we see the goalkeeper of David De Gea. And that's because we had a few injuries in the build-up to this actual tournament, and as a result, we were allowed to change a few people, and the keeper was someone who got injured, and I brought in De Gea pretty much instantly. Our left back was injured, so we brought in the left back because we were able to bring in those who were actually with Spain in the European Championships. We were able to call them people up because now Spain weren't in the European Championships anymore. So we were able to use that very well. A few other people got injured, but overall, the squad was pretty much the same. I was really happy with it. We've had a few injuries in the tournament. Our squad is very tired. In fact, for the past few games, we've always had 2 or 3 people out injured. So it's been quite a nightmare to sort of squeeze in. And I made a mistake because originally when you put the 23-man squad in as a preliminary squad, then you put 18 men in for the actual Olympic squad. So you're only allowed 7 subs, which is quite a tough, you know, thing to ask 18 players to play so many games in such a short space of time. But I decided I'd go with an extra defender instead of an extra midfielder. And then through the tournament, what happened? Of course, all our midfielders got injured. So I was so hard to sort of wiggle around people. In the end, as you can actually see from the starting 11, which we've typically played, all our strikers have been on the pitch just because they've got so much quality, and 2, you know, we've just not had the depth of the squad to afford to not play these guys. But it's been great, the tournament so far. We are undefeated. We've broken the record for being undefeated in the Olympics, 6 games in a row now. And let's run through them all. So Argentina, we started off very tight, tense game. It took the 60th minute to break the deadlock with Javier Garcia scoring a goal there. And overall, based on this game, I thought Argentina were going to be our toughest opponents. So I was happy to get the 1-0 result there, and I felt we were going to glide through the rest of the group, which we did. We beat Saudi Arabia, the team that won their first game against South Africa. We beat them 2-0. A 13th minute penalty gave us a very easy lead, and at that point on, I knew we were safe. Then Jose Antonio Torrents, who has been the best player of the tournament for me so far, he bagged the second and helped us get the 2-0 win. At that point, we were qualified, and then we faced up against South Africa. And a good thing about this team is they actually had a few of our players who used to play for us. They had Rivaldo Kotze when we were at Wits, Nagubu, Raymond Nagubu. I think Nagobo, was he? No, he wasn't a player for us, no. But they had a few players there who used to play for us. That was nice to see as we smashed them 4-1. Jose Antonio Torrents got 2 goals, 19th and 31st minute. Lazagari, I don't know how to pronounce that. Lizaraga, I think maybe something like that. 19 years of age. This guy's actually from Belgium, and I called him up into the squad because he was a decent looking player. And yeah, he was playing his first game ever for Spain today in any level of tournament, and scored in the 24th minute. So that was really nice. I think it was his first game, or did he play in the Saudi Arabia game? No, that was his first game, so that was really nice for him. And also, Gonzalez got involved in the scoring as well, but we also conceded our first goal of the tournament, and it was in the 76th minute when the game was done and dusted. So that was a shame. I would have loved to have kept a clean sheet for the whole group stages. In the quarterfinals, we faced up against USA. We beat them 3-1 on this occasion. Again, starting off very brightly with the Lizaraga, the Belgian, getting 2 goals. Getting a goal in the second minute, sorry, not 2 goals. They did get one back just after half time, and I thought, oh no, they might, have a fight back coming on, because when you get a goal just after half time, normally your team talks affect whatever it may have been, gets wiped out, and it's quite hard for your team to fight back. But we did. We showed our quality. Terence, yet again, such a good player. He's actually played for the Spanish national team as well, 22 years of age, plays for Barca. He's been tearing it up. 67th minute he scored, and Javier Garcia in the 85th minute bagged a goal. And then in the semi-final we played Italy. I thought this was going to be a very tight match, but it wasn't. 3-0 again, very comfortable. Italy only really started playing their football once they went 3-0 down, with Terence getting 2 and Garcia getting 1. So we've got Japan today, who are actually the hosts of the Olympic. It's being held in Japan, so it's going to be a very tough game. Of course, they've got their home support with them, but I'm still confident we're going to get the result, and I'm still confident we're going to win it. The tactic we play with Spain is a 4-2-3-1 with low tempo, retain possession, play out defence, play wider, control and rigid. We play a 4-2-3-1. We play in the roles there. You can see we've got an enganche, I believe it is enganche. We've got that, and if you can actually look at the squad as well, you'll notice that Jose Antonio Torrents, who, despite the fact being a striker, because of the, as I said at the beginning, because how small our squad is, I've had to play him out on the right attacking mid, even though that's not his natural position. And he's still, this tournament alone, if we go onto the Olympic stats, if it never really wants to click on it there. If we go on the stats on the Olympics, you'll see is the top goal scorer with 6 goals. And he's played every single one of his games at that right attacking mid role. And Garcia's always played on the left and Gonzalez up front. Our wingers are just so good. They've been tearing up this tournament. But let's have a look at this team quickly. I've not sorted it out yet. And as you can see, fitness is a real worry. It's really hard to play this many games in a tournament. Our captain here is Vincent Jesus Dominguez, I believe. He's from Real Betis. He's pretty good. Overall, probably our best captain. I mean, we could have played De Gea, who is, of course, someone that plays in one of the best teams in the world, Manchester United. But I just decided, no, this guy's got the better leadership stats. I'm going to give it to him. I don't really know. I kind of feel like dropping Pablo. I'm going to drop Pablo. Now, Pablo was actually originally brought into the squad to be a backup right back and left back. But because of injuries and things like that, I've ended up having to play him centre back. And he's played well, but I want to play Otero. I like him a little bit more. I would like to drop Gonzalez for Angulo, but he's not really fit enough. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drop Torres, drop Xavier back, drop Torres, bring on the Belgium lad, and then we're going to bring Garcia into a centre attacking mid role, which he's done before in the tournament. And we're going to go out there like that. This is the team today. De Gea in goal, Benitez right back, Otero and Dominguez at centre backs, and Bernat at left back. We've got Rodriguez in the centre, Xavier centre mid, Torrent right, Garcia centre, and Lizagara. I probably said that different at that time. Left attacking mid, and Gonzalez up front. So let's go into this. Very confident. I'd really love to win the Olympics, because how many English managers can say they've won the Olympic gold? That's a very, very exclusive club. I'd love to win it, even though it's not with Great Britain. An Olympic gold medal is still quite unique in itself. In a career to win that, so it'd be a really nice collection to have, along with hopefully come the end of this series, of course, the Pentagon. All 5 Champions Leagues. Straight away we are on the attack. We're starting very aggressively. Oh, and Gonzalez almost able to tap that one in. Good save from the keeper at point blank range. Really good save. But starting off exactly how we want to continue in this match, very aggressively, very quickly, and trying to catch Japan out. But they do the opportunity, and wow. Japan with the goal. King Jae Hwan getting the goal. Huang, I have no idea. Hyung with the goal. But wow, what a thunderous shot. And it was the captain running out of position, but De Gea's off of his line. It's sort of in no man's land, but still, what a finish. And Japan take the lead. And this is the first time actually in the whole tournament we have fallen behind in a game. So it's going to test the character of the team, something I've not seen yet. Can we fight back? Hopefully we'll get a goal back before half time, but straight away, again, Japan are on the attack. Great tackling there from Otero. But still, Japan have got it in a dangerous area and we can't exactly clear it. Finally, someone gets that away. It was Xavier. So, quite fortunate for it to still be 1-0. Good defending there to prevent the second. For the clear-cut opportunity. It's a shame Gonzalez couldn't have scored that at the beginning. Or was it Garcia? I can't remember. It's quite bad. Barnett's been very involved in the play going forward. I'd love for him to get forward a little bit more. Here we are, Gonzalez. If we can find Torrents, but Gonzalez, oh, what a goal. Looks like he's going to shoot on his right. Quickly turns onto his left and beautifully curving that away from the keeper, but still in the back of the net. That was beautiful. Defender thought he was going to go over his right, so he blocked that way, leaving his left wide open. And Gonzalez, beautiful finish. 1-1, we're back in the game, and this is ideal for us. Now, can we take the lead before halftime? Even better if we could. Alice Benitez's shot is blocked. And we're still down that left with Barnett. Oh! The Belgian guy missing. Unlucky not to be 2-1 up. But it's a great game so far. You know, both teams having their chances. 1-1 definitely reflects how both teams have been playing so far. But yet again, we're the team with the ball. Gonzalez playing it Brown beautifully on that left-hand side. We do attack a lot from that left. And it was Torrents, and top goal scorer in the tournament. You couldn't stop him from scoring today. I mean, he was destined to score. And I think that's why we attack down that left a lot, because Torrents is just so good. When you whip that ball across, he's either on that far post or he's in the centre, and he's a danger when he's in them positions. But a great goal there from his foot. He's got a few of his head, he's got a few of his feet. Beautiful finish there. Low driven in the opposite corner to the goalkeeper in the far post. So 2-1, we've taken the lead, and really I would say this is our title now. You know, we've fallen behind, but we've fought back. We've shown great character. As I said, it's not been done before in this tournament. No team has taken the lead. And De Gea were a fantastic save. Very hard to keep it to beat this tournament. We just need to keep this up, and we will have... It's not a title, is it? We will have the gold medal around our necks. That's Gonzalez. Oh, give him a mistake. Oh, just not enough weight on the pass. Unlucky from Gonzalez. Did the right thing, really, passing that ball. Just not enough weight on the pass, as I said. But we are still looking very dangerous, and really we want more, you know. Let's see what it's like at half time. Right, I'm going to wait a few more minutes, and we're going to take Rodriguez off for Angulo. But let's do the assistant do that. We actually managed to get our goalkeeper coach from Suwon, Ricketts, in. We managed to bring our assistant manager in, Costa, in from Suwon, and we managed to bring one of our coaches in from Suwon as well. This under 23 role. As Gonzalez, oh, keeper spilling that. It wasn't even like it was a powerful shot. Dodgy keeping there. Maybe we should test him a little bit more. We're having a few long shots. I'm surprised maybe we've not scored a few more. But the looks of how dodgy he looked at that situation there. But we're going to make the change now. Going to take Rodriguez off. We're going to bring Angulo on. It was a very good player. I was really looking forward to using that guy, but he got injured very early on in the tournament. I think maybe even before the tournament. It was one of the two. So as a result, we just couldn't play him. But Rodriguez has done the job well enough, and you know, overall the midfielders have contributed enough. And in fact, I'm sure at one point or another everyone's played in a slightly different position than I actually meant to play them. As Gonzalez makes it 3, fantastic goal. As I was telling the story, how everyone just chips in, despite the fact not being their natural position, despite the fact they shouldn't really be playing there at all. As Gonzalez, beautiful shots. You know, you can still mess up on one-on-one situations. It's not hard. But for him to do that, show some great quality. And maybe he can get his hat-trick today. It'll be good to see. A hat-trick in the Olympic final. Again, not many people will be able to say that. As Garcia with the ball plays it through to Gonzalez. I think he's offside. He is offside, preventing his hat-trick. What a shame. We're going to make a few more subs. We are going to take off... we're going to take off Bernat off. And we're going to bring Pablo on. Pablo's played very well. I think he deserves an appearance in this final, definitely. He was actually ideally meant to be the backup left back if we were allowed a 23-man squad. As Torrents, I think he was looking to whip that one in, so maybe trying to find Garcia, trying to give him that hat trick. Torrents got enough this tournament. You know, he doesn't need any more. I think he's already going to pick up, if they have a golden boot for this tournament, he's already going to pick it up. Let's make a few more, maybe one more change. Let's take you off. You're not playing really well. We're going to bring Torres on. Torres has played well this tournament. We'll make the changes and play Garcia around the left, where ideally he was meant to start the game if tiredness weren't a factor. As Xavier, trying to find the left attack in mid and can't. But still, we've got the ball. Torrents to Garcia, but Garcia's been brought down. It's Gonzalez's chance for the hat-trick. He's going to take it no matter what. I think he's got decent penalty-taking stats, if I can remember correctly. But let's see if he can convert this one home, and he does. 4-1. The host Japan are being embarrassed by Spain, and we are Olympic champions. That'd be a great thing to add to the record. Gonzalez hat-trick as well. Really good performance. In fact, we've probably saved one of our best performances to last, you know. Although, really, for the whole tournament, we've been incredible. A different class to everyone else and thoroughly deserved this. And I would love to say, oh, this is hugely down to me. You know, I'm a great manager. But really, the squad that we have is, I'm sure, miles better than anyone else. The attacking players, as Japan get one back, the attacking players of Torrents is probably one of the best attackers in Europe, or maybe even the world right now. So for us to have him at the Olympics is great. The same with De Gea. De Gea is probably one of the best keepers in the game. To have him is incredible. The same with Garcia and Gonzalez. They're all Garcia, Gonzalez, and Torrents. As Torrents, oh, I thought he was going to get the second. They're three of probably the best, or maybe the best up-and-coming Spanish strikers. The Spanish strikers. And the fact that I've managed to play all three of them wasn't ideally meant to happen. I was meant to play Garcia on the left and Torrents up front, but how things have panned out, as I've already said, you know, managed to play all three of them. And I think the fact that that's happened has been the reason we've been so prolific at this tournament, A, and also why we're going to win it, B. So if they've scored 4 of them today, I'm pretty sure Garcia's probably maybe got 3 assists. I don't know, we'll have to check at the end of the game there, but it has been fantastic. How long's left? 2 minutes injury time, and we will walk away with the Olympic gold medal round our necks. Maybe Garcia trying to get involved, unable to. But I'm sure this is just the ending highlight. I don't think we're going to get a 5th. Japan put up a good fight. Oh, their keeper really is dodgy. I'm surprised we've not scored more. But yeah, we've put up a good fight. They put up a good fight against us. But in the end, we were just too good. Spain have won the Olympic Games, and so have we. Passionately, congratulations, lads. I think the game's going to make us resign now. As you see, Torrents with the hat with 7 goals. And actually, I didn't check how many assists Garcia got. So let's have a look. Assists, as you see, yeah, look. Javier Garcia got 3 assists, as well as Rodriguez with 1. So, great performance. We won the Olympics. We clinched gold. Gonzalez on form. We were the winners. The overachievers were Saudi Arabia. They did very well. In our group, I thought they would be lucky to get 3rd, maybe 2nd. And the matter of fact is, they played really well. They beat Argentina, they beat Holland. Okay, they lost to Japan, but in the end, they also beat Italy. So, good performance from Saudi Arabia. And as I said, Al Suwaidi was actually a part of that squad, so it was good for him. But that is it. It's decided to keep us on. Let's continue forward. Let's see if it actually maybe sacks us. I don't think it is. What I do is I may just sit there and sponge off the job until I can find another managerial job. Let's continue forward, as it takes ages to process. But there you go, there's the awards. Javier Garcia won Olympics Best Player. How many assists did he get? Does it say there? Set up 4 goals in 6 games, with an average rating of 7.67, with Torrents getting 2nd and Bernat getting 3rd. So great performances there. Torrents win the Golden Boot. Olympic Games goal of the tournament. It did go to the Japanese goal against us, the first goal, which was incredible, you know, you couldn't take that away from him. De Gea was our best goalkeeper, and in the Dream Team we picked up, how many positions was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people in that, plus 2 on the bench. Gonzalez didn't even get in there, and he was the striker for the whole tournament. Wow. Dream Team announced, there we go. And is it still going to let us stay? It has let us stay at the job. So let's go on our history and actually check that, you know. We've got that medal. We've got that. There we go. Olympic Games winners with Spain under 23. I may just resign. I don't know what other, you know, there's no other tournaments you can actually play with the under 23s apart from the Olympics. So I'm going to resign from that job right now. The time with Spain's under 23 is over. I'd of course love to manage Spain in the future, the actual national team. But for now, you know, that would just have to be a dream. And elsewhere, you know, there's no other international jobs, so it's just going to be Suwon for a while. Yet, next time I meet you back will hopefully be a Champions League semi-final. Or, as I've said, if worse comes to worse, it'll probably be maybe an FA Cup final. We've never won the FA Cup. I don't know, it'll be at some point in the future. I still don't know yet. Yeah, we do it as I do it as it goes along. Hall of Fame. Where are we in the Hall of Fame? Does it count on there? Ah, it doesn't count the Olympics. Oh, that's a little bit of a shame. I thought the Olympics would have counted on there. Nation. No, of course it's not going to be nation. Actually, let's pick a nation and go on Spain. No, we don't have any points on there. So yeah, that didn't count, which is a little bit of a shame. But it's still something on the history, you know? Something for the collection. So this will be it for now, guys. So until next time, peace out.